Hello and good evening. Sorry, I'm a bit late today for those who were waiting for the live stream to start, but we're back. We're back with today Phasmophobia, which has been an entire week now because I played pretty much just Valorant the whole week. As always, before I start this video, just because it helps me out, I will ask you that if you, during this video, decide that you like this content or you simply want to support me right now, then please leave a like on this video because it does help me out getting my content boosted a little bit on YouTube. And goes without saying, if you like the content for real and you would like to see more, then hit that subscribe button so you get notified. The bell is up to you because you choose if you want to get disturbed or not. But yes, welcome to the club. Welcome to the community, if you do. Speaking of community, we also have a Discord server, so that would be in the links down below. So feel free to join there as well. All up to you, of course, but whenever you want to support me, that is greatly appreciated. All right. Today, I am going to do probably a zero evidence challenge. Wait, let me get my words in. Oohs and ahs. All right. We're gonna do a zero challenge so that we can focus on the behaviors of the ghosts. And this is to sort of help you guys out, but also for myself to practice because I am, well, I would say only 274, levels in Phasmophobia. But in better terms, I have only played this game for now about 65 hours, I guess. So I am relatively new to the game. It is already a couple of hours. 65, what is that even in days? Can someone in chat do the math? I don't think I can. Looking at my calculator, almost 3 days. I've played this game almost 3 days. Non-stop. So I'm sure there's other people out there that would freak way more on this. But yeah, that's what I've done. I've been freaking on the videos because I fell in love with the game early. We are also still waiting for the update. Like the Phasmophobia patch update has not come out yet, and obviously not the big update either. That is going to take a couple of more weeks, I'm assuming, for at least the major one. All right, if you are in chat, let me know, because today is all about asking questions so that I can explain what I know to you. So I'm going to start a Q&A for those who are watching the live stream to ask me questions about what you'll want to know about Phasmophobia or about the ghost. So let me type that. What would you... about Phasmophobia. Or about the ghosts. Let's actually focus on the ghosts. Nah, we'll do it more broader. Okay, change my mic every second. All right, I've started a Q&A for those in chat right now. I hope this will translate to the video afterwards. I've not done this, I think. So let's see how that goes. And I'll keep those to the side. All right, cool. Then, let me get set up with everything here. This is a great time, guys, to get your coffee. Well, coffee is a bit late for coffee, maybe. Get your teas, but don't get black tea. It's not good for you. Like caffeine and stuff, it will, not make you sleep. Unless you're in Americas or somewhere over there where you just woke up, then, do get your coffees and get your teas and stuff, Get ready for the day. We're going to be chilling. Today is time to learn Phasmophobia lessons with Dylan. All right. Let me do that. And let's get going. Okay, I have the game open now, so I think I can switch to that. There we go. There's the game. And then we're gonna take a custom, I think. Also, I am going to activate my Phasmophobia information, if that works. Oh yeah, we're not doing it on the lobby. That's what we're doing. Okay. Yeah. So the Phasmophobia information should be up to date or should be there. And then let's see. So because we're explaining today, I'm going to make it very simple. We are going with a amateur preset so that it's super simple. And then we're going to turn off the evidence. I will also say, as much as I know of this game, my mechanics are not that great, and so I still get scared when I play this game on my own. So, yeah, that's still a thing. All right, let's save that and apply it. So I'm not gonna earn much money today, that's for sure. Add all my items. There we go. All right. Looking good. Then the map we're gonna choose is maybe a small map. I always love Willow Street for some reason. It's like this perfect sized map. But we could go with anything. Just feels like I'm always doing Willow Street. Ridgeview is a bit big. Edgefield. I don't like Edgefield. Edgefield is a bit cramped. Yeah, let's go Willow Street once again. Or let's have a little warm-up game on Tanglewood. Let's do that. Alright. That should be it. Everything working. Sorry, I'm just double checking. It's way too often that my game just, you know, has problems. Alright. Yes. Ready up. Okay.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Because here seems to be linked to a cursed object. Go and take a closer look. Maybe using it will help.
Okay. So, we don't have any evidence. That is number one. So we are gonna take an EMF reader, so that we, what is it? So that, you know, we can see where the activity is happening. We are going to take a camera with us. I don't even think I'm gonna take the, what is it called? The thing, tripod. And then I'm going to take a photo camera so that we can focus on like these perfect games. So, to start with, for those who have not played Phasmophobia yet or have played it very, like, barely, the way the game works as of today, because it changes all the time, is that you have the first objective, which is to get the ghost. And this is done by usually collecting evidence in the journal, and then when you select, you know, sort of evidence, bad guess, I guess here, like these three, then you will get to a certain ghost. What is different with my game mode is that I don't have this. I won't receive any evidence, and you might get confused by the first ghost that is the fastest to spot, which is when you see ghost orbs. When you see ghost orbs, there's one ghost in particular that does have ghost orbs, but not as an evidence. It actually has as a second evidence, as they call it, but they have it as like a behavior, an ability. So if in a zero evidence you can spot ghost orbs, that means you are dealing with the mimic, right? So the mimic, going to the ghost journal, the mimic itself has spirit box, fingerprints, and freezing temperature. What happens in a normal game is that you would select, these three, find these three evidences. And then I think you pretty much can actually spot the ghost already. So 5, spirit box, and ghost writing, I think it was. Yep, ghost writing. So that will... Oh, does not bring you to... Oh, that gives you a spirit. Wait. Oh? Oh, I was on the wrong page. My bad. All right, the spirit box, fingerprints, and freezing temperatures. So fingerprints and freezing temperature. With... Oh, spirit box, my bad. I'm a little confused. All right, so that is still not the one I want. The mimic. Spirit box, fingerprints, and freezing temperature. There we go. So these are the three you will find. But you will notice that actually you also find ghost orbs, because that's one of the abilities that the mimic has. Which is very tricky, because let's say you didn't have freezing temperature, but you had ghost orbs. No, let's not say that. Let's say the other way around. You had ghost orbs, but you didn't have fingerprints. You might think it's an unreal, but you could still be dealing with a mimic, right? Because of that fourth evidence, so to speak. There is this trick, however, that if you are dealing with a mimic, if you have dots, it's not going to happen. And I think if you have EMF level 5, it's also not going to happen. Like, you're pretty safe with these two. I don't know. I would have to actually check the cheat sheet. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that for later. So it's something like if you get these evidences, it cannot be the mimic anyway. All right. That is the first one, the mimic. So that is usually what I'm looking for in the beginning. When I enter the house, and I'm looking for the ghost room, right? I think I took the key. Yeah, I did. All right, this is on amateur, so I can actually turn on the light already, which makes it a little easier. But yeah, so this is what we're doing. We're going in each room, checking quickly if we can see ghost orbs. Of course, the hallway could also count. And we're hoping for a sign. I think we have setup time because we're on amateur. Should have actually turned that off, I think. And we also have all the hiding spots. So I do think ghost orbs would be visible. Oh, we have a mirror. I'm actually not used to working with a mirror. The chance of me finding ghost orbs is rather small because it's only 1 out of 24 ghosts, so I have 1 in 24, chance to have that. So we're just checking, but again, it would be nicer to find the ghost room first, right? Okay, the breaker's here, and again, all the hiding spots are on. So last room to check, and I'm just doing a quick check. It's like if I'm lucky to see ghost orbs, that is amazing, but I doubt that I will actually get them, right? All right, so having done that, I'm going to throw that on the floor, and I'm going to turn on the light here. We could quickly check which room it is, but let's skip the cursed items for now. All right, so I'm going to turn on some rooms, and then I'm going to ask... Oh, it touched the door here. So this is why we have the EMF. We can see it's this door. So either it's in this room, or it's in the hallway, or it's, moving around. So quickly now, before we can, while we know... No, what is it? Can't think of the word. While we know which room it is, we're going to check for orbs again, right? So, orbs, not there. Let's check the hallway quickly. Turn on that light. Turn off that light as well. Not there, and not there. Give me a sign. Can you give me a sign? 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 Let's look this way, maybe. Could be that the ghost orbs is, hiding. All right. So it doesn't seem to be. All right. So most probably it's not a mimic. I'm gonna put that here so I can just check on a later point. All right. Then dropping this here, we had the cursed item, so I can actually go take a picture of that. So this is a cursed item. Take a picture of that, and you also want to go collect the bone. We are taking pictures of these things because you want to get 3-star pictures in your thing. How do you get a 3-star picture? Is by taking a picture as close as possible. Oh, so it's again there. What gives you pictures also, I don't know what happened here. I am assuming it's the door again, so I could take a picture of the door. So it's like around the door handle. It was not there, so I did something wrong. It is... Maybe it threw something. Oh, it seems to be more in the hallway. So I now lost out on a perfect game already because I got one picture wrong, right? So you want to have all the pictures in your book. Perfect. 3 stars. That was considered a perfect game, including the other criteria. Right? Then, we know, well, we don't know, but we're assuming it's not a mimic. Next up, we're waiting for the breaker to go off. If the breaker goes off, we know it's not a djinn, because one of the abilities, non-abilities, I would say, one of the things about a djinn is that it cannot turn off the breaker. So as soon as the breaker goes off, we can say it's not a djinn, right? The same goes for when a light gets turned on. So all the ghosts can turn off the light, but there's only one ghost that can turn on, cannot turn on the light, and that is a mare. A mare. My bad. So djinn, mare, that's the 2 things we're looking for. Besides that, what are extra things? What else do we have? I can think of. A wraith is also really easy to check. So usually what you see people do is like, okay, one thing, yeah, I don't think it's part of this anymore. I've not seen it, but we're gonna put salt into the room because a wraith will never step in salt. So if after a long time, or like a very obvious place where, you know, it would have naturally stepped, I think it's also possible during a hunt that it would step into the salt. If it doesn't do that, you can assume. So it's not guaranteed. I like the ghost orbs is guaranteed that it's a mimic. With the salt, it's not guaranteed that it is a wraith. It's, however, plausible that it's a wraith, right? So that's what we want to check for. There's also something like if you have one of these missions that if it says get a ghost to step in salt, you can assume it's not a wraith, because they have changed that in one of the latest updates that if a wraith is present, it shouldn't give you that task. So if you do see that, then yeah, you're dealing with a wraith. So I'm gonna make a very obvious thing here where the ghost has to step through it. And that we can also take a picture of. I'm also going to take the car key because if that goes off, I would like to know. All right. Not much has happened because I've also not been around a lot. For safety reasons, I'm going to throw the crucifixes in the room as well, so that it doesn't start a hunt, and I can decide when it starts a hunt. That's what I do. Flickering lights. So we have one here, and let's say one here. All right, there we go. That scared me a little bit, but so you can see that if we go inside, there's a footstep in the salt, which means it's not a wraith. So we can, yeah, check that one off. And then you can get a picture of that, which is then a 3-star. Now it has definitely touched the door, so I can take a picture of that. There we go, 3 stars. All right, one more picture, so I'm going to take another camera before it starts doing more activity. So another camera. Yeah, none of this helps us, of course. We could, of course, later on check for more ghost orbs, because I don't know if they actually appear later. It is possible, or I just missed them. What else? A fun bit I could do as well is put down some motion sensors so we can see where it's walking. I find the motion sensors always a little confusing because you can trigger them yourself. So I'm going to put one there, put one there. I have another camera, so that's going to throw there. This one is out because I don't want to use that. Yeah. Again, I am nowhere near a professional, so no clue. I'm only going to tell you things I'm certain about, and I will tell you when I'm not certain about certain things. So we have the Wraith already, so we don't need the Salt. Freezing temperatures we're not going to get because it's evidence, and we know the Ghost Room. So a Thermo is handy if you're trying to find the Ghost Room. Ghost Room is based on, of course, the coldest room in the house. Then I'm pretty much at a point now where we have to get more behavior, right? So candle is nice. I can also throw a smudge stick inside. Oh, I wanted to put another motion sensor just for the fun of it. Why can't I put that back? There we go. So let's put that back. Put that back. Let's take some more motion sensors just because it is fun. And then we can see if a ghost goes left or right or, you know, back. The flickering light are, you know, it's a bit weird. Right, so we can put it here, I guess. We have our camera. And we can, yeah, ask it to do something, I guess. So at this point, you want to get some activity. So give me a sign. Can you show yourself? Can you do something? Give me a sign. Give me a sign. Also want to pick that up. Give me a sign. Are you here? Do something. Okay, touch the door so we can take a picture of that again. It's a normal push. I think one of the abilities, if I remember correctly, is the Ure can slam doors completely. So we could say maybe it's not that at the moment. But I am not too sure about that yet. Give me a sign. Show yourself. It's also staying in the room a lot, it seems like. So I'm going to stand here. And I guess I want my sanity to drop. I could also check on the mirror which room exactly it is. We're also still looking for the bone, actually. Wait, let me go check for the bone. Right, there's the ghost, so we can turn on the thing. And I missed another picture. It was an interaction, though. Okay, so we have the ugly ghost. I think this means something. The fact that the ghost is following me. Which I think could be a banshee. Because it is interacting here. It could also be a twin. But I think a twin is a bit more... Yeah, twins are always still hard. Like, I don't fully understand twins yet. There's the bone. So you take a picture of the bone for the 3 stars. And then... and I think extra money. It's worth some money. So... As far as I remember... Which so was it? This one maybe? I'm not sure. Wait, I have my email. This one. So now I'm getting close to hunting, like starting of a hunt, right? And so with hunting, there's also a lot of stuff. Here we are. 81. This is the threshold. 80, perfect. Thank you for showcasing that. Ghost can start hunting from 80 and below. But there is this graduation, or whatever you call it, not graduation. I think it's also actually that the name. But progression, whatever it is. That's you have certain ghosts that can start hunting later, or like earlier, and you have certain ghosts that can start hunting very late, like with your sanity. So what do I mean with late is like your sanity has to be very low before it starts, and early is like when your sanity is high. Because progressively, it will go down. At the moment, we're at the threshold, which means after this, there's one particular ghost that can start hunting, which is the demon. The demon, I don't know what the description says here, but usually the descriptions are not that great. Most aggressive ghosts we've encountered, known to attack without reason, they seem to enjoy thrill of the hunt. In other words, demons will... Wait. More often, fear of crucifix. Okay. And they'll be less aggressive near them. Okay. So once I go in here, my sanity is going to drop a little bit, and so then I'm in a demon territory, let's say. So in this case, just to be sure, let's say it's like beginner, you know, beginner guide. I will take one smudge stick, just in case it starts hunting now. Right? I don't think I turned off the light in the room anyway, so let's not do that. I think it also actually stepped in the salt again. It did multiple times, so I can take one of that one and one of that. There we go. Touch the door again. That would be my last picture. Yes. All right. Then, when you want to speed things up, the question might be, it's rather active actually. It has also shown itself, which we could say that's not a shade, but yeah, it's still possible. One of the behaviors I'm seeing here is that the ghost is following me. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, one of the ways to drop your sanity is, I think right now with the lights update that they recently did, our sanity is dropping now anyway, because the radius of the light is kind of terrible. This is sort of a bug or not. Like, even if the lights are fully on, then still our sanity is getting drained, even though we feel rather safe, let's say, as a character in the game. But the way that you lose your sanity is in the dark. So when you're in a room that is dark, you go into lose sanity. Right now I'm in the kitchen and it has some lights. So the room is then indicated by this line, right? Once I step into this area, I'm technically in the other room. This is also very important for the spirit box, because if you want to talk to a spirit to the ghost with a spirit box, you have to turn off the light in the room, which is super dark for me apparently, and you want to be alone. That scared me a little bit. All right, it is definitely nearby. All right, I'm gonna check my sanity quickly. So essentially you want to be in a room alone, and you want to 6, okay. Oh, that dropped my sanity by 10. Or it might be the kitchen, I'm not sure. So you want to be in a room alone, and you want the lights to be turned off. I believe I have one short in which I finally figured it out. So the way that you can do that is just simply stepping into the other room, like you just saw in the kitchen. Like, you don't, the game is tricked by the fact that you are in the other room because of, you know, game development and whatever. So you don't actually have to like move away all the way like behind the wall or something. You can just step into the other room next to it. All right. That's me talking a lot. Let me quickly check if there were any questions yet. All right, so far no questions. All right, fair enough, fair enough. So we are now in the 70 category, which means nothing as far as I know. I do have some of the notes that I sometimes use while you know, trying to figure things out, because like I said, I'm still learning as well. 70. So apparently it says the demon in my notes. I don't know how correct that is, but I remember 80 being the thing for the demon. Let's say 70, 80, like it's around that period. But also a Thay apparently. Thay is an interesting ghost. If I open it, so this one, Thay. Thay is interesting because it's an aging ghost. I think it's also explained in the thing. So Thay have been known to rapidly age over time, even in the afterlife. So when you start your game, the Thay is super young, let's say. One way to check a Thay as well is if you have the Ouija board, which I don't have because I have the mirror. You can ask it in the beginning of the game, how old are you? Oh, the lights just went off. You can ask, how old are you? And it will give you a young age. And if you ask it later on, it will give you another age, which is way older. Let me think. The way that you age a Thay is by staying in its proximity, if I remember correctly. So again, I don't see ghost orbs, so I'm pretty sure it's not the mimic either. So I'm gonna rule that out. And it turned off the breaker. So what I said before, it's not a djinn. So now I have to go turn on the breaker. God damn it. Which is all the way in the garage. All right. Going back to the sanity. You lose sanity by being in the dark, right? There's only one way at the moment to not lose your sanity, and that's by holding a candle. Leaf and I, so Leaf is a guy I usually play with, we have tested this quite well and can confirm this because on Sunny Meadows we spent a long time moving around trying to find the ghost room, trying not to lose any sanity because that would mean as soon as the ghost started hunting we would be dead, no questions asked. And so we carried around a candle. This is the only way at the moment in the game that you do not lose your sanity. Like, you really keep it, like 100% of it. Alright, ghosts don't make weird sounds now because I'm gonna jump otherwise. Alright, there we go. I'm also gonna open these so I can hide in them. It is really following me. Which makes me think it's some kind of banshee based on my experience. Alright. It also turned off the light in here and it blew out my candle. It has not used the crucifix yet. And I actually don't know its position. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to take another candle. The benefit I have on amateur as well is that the hunts are going to be short, so I shouldn't be too worried, really. So we're in the 70s still. Alright, cool. Alright, now we want our sanity to go down. To, yeah, sort of get a hunt, I guess. So what I'm gonna do, actually, is I'm gonna put on my candle. I'm gonna take the mirror with me. When you look, you know, when you interact with a cursed item anyway, in general, you're gonna lose sanity. So we're gonna lose sanity a bit rapidly. So I can get a hunt, and based on the hunt, we can then see if there's certain speeds that matter. Alright, let's look for a second. How does that work? Right, that is in that room. So that should be correct. It's not in the hallway. And then I'm gonna yeet this. Take my smudge stick and check my sanity. Alright, that's the breaker again. Let's turn on the breaker. It's definitely not a djinn, that's pretty clear. So we know the room it's in. Please don't start hunting. Let's go check our sanity again. So we are at 40. So now a lot of ghosts can start spawning. Like all the ghosts except for... Let me check my notes just to be sure. Except for a Diogen apparently and a Shade. Also if the Thay is old, it cannot hunt. But the thing with a Thay is like if it's super old, like the oldest it can be. Oh, it's running around. If it's super old, then the minimum requirement for sanity is to be at 15. Like 15 is the lowest and 70 was the highest. Right, the ghost just walked this way, I think. So it's now roaming. Maybe it's trying to find me. I don't know if anything else. It hasn't thrown much stuff, but it also hasn't had much stuff. So that is one of the abilities of a poltergeist. It keeps throwing stuff. When the candle was blown out, it could have started a hunt. It didn't. I don't know which one was first, but we can see now. When it goes out again. Okay, so it went back in the room. So it's now in the room. And it's back out of the room. Have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt. This is important that we actually are in vision of the ghost. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. There you go. Put my candle there. I actually wanted to take an extra smudge stick then. The problem I'm gonna have is that it's gonna hunt and I'm gonna be completely in the dark. Certainly if it has turned off the breaker again soon. Oh, activity spike. No, just a little bit. Alright, I think we're gonna go for a hunt now. It does like turning off the breaker. This is the part where I am scared. Because of... yeah, because I'm playing alone. If I was playing with other people, it would be fine. I've also noticed that some people can actually turn off their flashlights. Oh, like that. Okay, now I learned. Cool. So I can hold a smudge stick, run in there. Get to the breaker. Hope it doesn't hunt. Give me a sign. Can you give me a sign? Like, when you're playing with people, it's also more rapid, in my opinion. So that's why. I think I'm just taking too much time, so I'm actually scaring myself at this point. I'm gonna try and put some items in the middle. So this is like the poltergeist test. If you can loop a ghost in the middle here, it will start throwing things like crazy. And it's very obvious, by the way. So, when it's absolutely yeeting everything all over the place, you can, yeah, you will know it's a poltergeist. But you might be tricked by like, oh, it seems to throw a lot of stuff, but it's actually not. So, let's just keep yeeting things here. The more items, the easier it is to see, of course. I hope it's not a fast ghost, because otherwise, or my not my favorite one, but like my typical one, which is the Revenant. Ugh. All right, let me take a sip. Hope it doesn't hunt. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. Are you here? Where are you? Can you give me a sign? Damn it. I figured it would do that. Actually, I had my light. Alright, so here's a behavior as well. The breaker goes off really quickly, and there's a certain ghost. I'm quickly hiding in here. There's a certain ghost that loves to turn off the breaker, and that is the Huntu. Why? If we look at the Huntu's description, a Huntu is a rare ghost that thrives in the coldest climates. This is the key point. So it turns off the breaker because the breaker also controls the heating in the house. And when the breaker's off, there is no heating in the house, which means that it can move faster. Because the strength is that the lower temperatures allow the Huntu to move at a faster speeds, whereas the weakness is that the Huntu is slower when the areas are warm. Right? So it wants that breaker to be off so that the areas are warmer so it can hunt faster. It knows that it cannot win when it's in the cold, in the warm. Right? Makes sense? All right. Give me a sign. And because I just turned on the breaker and then soon after I turned it off again, it could be a Huntu. Another way to know that it's a Huntu is that you will hear different speeds when it walks through rooms, because every room has its own room temperature. You can check that with the thermometer. Is that what it's called? Yeah, thermometer. And so that will, tell it as well. I'm gonna stay here for the breaker, but I wish it would start hunting. Where are you? Give me a sign. Where are you? Give me a sign. Do something. The problem I also have is if the lights are off, I can't actually turn it on. Can you hunt me? Can we play a game? Alright, that's a hunt. So I'm just gonna play it simple, and I'm gonna hide for now. It's very, very fast. And then it slows down. This is a typical Diogen. Diogen runs at you rapidly. So I actually know the ghost already. I'm just gonna get out. Oh, I have a flashlight. Alright. So we're done here because I pretty much know the ghost. But yeah. this is a beautiful example of the ocean that you just saw. Just to explain before we exit the game, the ocean. Funny enough, like I always like to tell this fact because I am from Belgium and this ghost is originally from Belgium as well. The name also in native language is pronounced de ogen, which means the eyes. And if you know that word, like that naming, then you can remember sort of like it has eyes to see you. And so the reason I came out of that closet, because I heard it was so fast, is because I know I can't hide. It knows where I am. I think also, if we read the description quickly, sometimes surrounded by an endless fog, the ocean have been eluded ghost hunters for years. So ghost hunters, right? Like, oh no, eluding, never mind. These ghosts have been reported to find even the most hidden prey before stalking them into exhaustion. Strength, the ocean constantly sends the living. You can run, but you can't hide. There's your fact, right? You cannot hide. The ocean require a lot of energy to form and will move very slowly when approaching its victim. In other words, what we just saw, it will take a lot of energy or high speed to find you, and when it has found you, it's going to slow down. That is also what we just saw, and that's why we could easily loop around the car, even though the hunts are very short in amateur. But yeah, that's our first game, so that's why it was a Diogen, because I couldn't hide. Also, the fact it was fast and then immediately found me after, then started slowing down, is pretty obvious. I didn't make any sounds. I was hiding already, so any other ghost wouldn't have found me. But yeah, that's how you would tell a Diogen. So a bit of a short game, but that was nice. So with that, we can now leave the game. Cleanse the area with a smudge stick. We can quickly do that, actually. So if I take a pill just to be safe, take another one to be super safe, even though it cannot hunt me yet, I think, at that high level. We take... I still have a smudge stick. Then I have to wait for it to be in the room. So I have to see if it's in the room, actually. Should I go quickly turn on the breaker? Let's play it super safe. No, let's take the flashlight anyway. Let's play it rather safe, not super safe. Super safe would have been the candle, but let's just go in with a flashlight. So again, my sanity is high enough that it actually doesn't hunt me. And so what I've also learned myself today... Oh, no, the lights are off because of the hunt. Never mind. There's also... That's a part, actually, of... Ooh. So I heard it, so I'm assuming it's here. Quickly doing this. Alright, I cleansed the area. There we go. And then I have one more picture, I think, so I don't know if I can still quickly take it off the door. I could have taken it off the crucifix, actually. That would have been probably worth more money. Did I get it? I did. Alright. Cool. So not a perfect game, but every picture counts in the sense of money. Also, in order to have a perfect game, I think you have to take a picture of the ghost. And honestly, for funsies, let's just read what it says on the board here. It moved this. So that's the door. The ghost stepped in the salt. The ghost touched this. Yep. It moved this. This mirror made me feel weird. Ghost stepped in salt, moved this. We found some remains. So there we were. That was Joseph Huntley on case 122. This is, by the way, the amount of games I've played. 122 games. Alright, I have selected the Diogen, and I'm leaving this. Perfect. What did I want to... What was the other thing I was saying? Let me think. I kind of forgot.
There's some jobs ready for you.
But yeah, that is it. Ooh. And we get 157 of that. That is what you get when you play on amateur. Alright. Because I've talked a lot, I'm gonna take a 5 to 10 minute break, and we're gonna continue after that. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Who's in chat? Hey, I just got home. Ah, Leaf. Hey, you want to join? Feel free to join. I am today explaining Phasmophobia. So we just had a successful run already, in which we found another Diogen. But yeah, feel free to join so that I'm less scared and I have time to explain things. We're doing zero, evidence challenge so that we can really focus on the behavior of ghosts. That is what I'm doing. But yeah, hop on in. I also forgot that I'm not in the Discord at the moment. You'll be with me in 10 minutes. All right, sounds good. All right. Just getting some administrative stuff. While we wait for Leaf to join. Might still have to need a, he might still need to eat his lunch. His lunch, dinner. His dinner. His evening lunch. Right, there we go. Right. So yeah, I hope that was clear to everyone. I'm also looking forward to the new feature. Actually, while we're waiting, let's go check out the new update that is coming out. Phasmophobia had some patch notes. So I'm gonna open that up and read with you guys quickly. Phasmophobia patch notes. The wrong one, but I can find it probably. Yes. All right, here we go. So if I share my screen like this, I think. Wait, haven't pressed the button yet. Like this. Yeah, there we go. Right, these are the patch notes. I don't think I can make it bigger. Oh, I can. Wait. Click. Make it bigger, bigger, bigger. No, can't make it bigger. All right. So these are the patch notes that are upcoming. So they posted this, so it's not an actual update, but they posted what they're planning. It says, welcome back. We've got some news for you. After the successful launch of version 8 Tempest update, it's time to give you a peek into what's next for the game. Any information and images are work in progress and may change drastically before releasing. Right? So whatever it says here is not guaranteed. First part, progression. Firstly, we'd like to announce that progression part 1, which is version 9, will be the next major update, coming shortly after version 8.1. And I am aware that 8.1 should be soon. Like the official creators, the official streamers have already played on this preview, I believe. So this is coming next week, I'm assuming. Then, the plan is to have this out as soon as possible and will include the new leveling system for players, as well as a long-awaited equipment upgrades. No, as well as the long-awaited equipment upgrades for your investigation. So, leveling system is new, and apparently upgrades on the equipment. I am not aware of the equipment, actually. I'm very curious what they did there. But okay. But the leveling system is what they're gonna talk about more, which means that we're getting actually a reset, like a complete wipe of all the levels. So to read on further, we've seen a lot of players' concerns about why we're doing a wipe and what will happen to their current progression. So here are a few quick insights. The wipe is needed to make way for the new leveling system, including prestiges. So that is very interesting. Like we're gonna actually be able to prestige. This gives me memories of what was it? Call of Duty, I guess, in which you could also get prestiges. So including prestiges and will fundamentally change how you progress through the game. You unlock equipment and upgrades in a specific order. Oh. Oh. So when it says equipment upgrades, it means like the EMF, for example, like as useless, like I don't know what it is, right? But here's like an example I can think of. You have an EMF reader, but the only thing you can do with that EMF reader is get level 1. Like level 2 and 3 is like blocked. Like it doesn't work. It's broken or something. And by leveling in the game, you actually unlock like level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. And only when you have level 5, you could actually get, level 5 evidence. That's a simple example. I don't think they're doing this, but that would be funny. I think you could maybe increase the range of an EMF could be something. I have no clue what it is, right? So, but that's some of the guesses. What else? You unlock equipment and upgrades in a specific order, and that needs to work from the start. Sadly, we cannot translate the new system to the current one, so a reset is the only way to go. That does make sense. Like they have an entire new system, so they gotta, it's probably way easier to just wipe everything because, these official streamers, they're like in their 12,000, levels and whatever. Like I understand that they have to reset that. All right. Money and experience numbers will be adjusted. You will no longer level up every 100 XP, which means for every for every 100 XP that you gain in the game, you got an extra level. Now each level will require more XP as you progress, and upon reaching the end of level 100, you will unlock the option to prestige and reset your progress with the reward of a new badge and title for your ID card. I like that. I do really like that. So you have to buy a level, I guess, with the progress. Is that how it works? Something like that, I guess. We'll see when it comes out soon enough. Your current level will be saved, and in the future, we will give you a unique badge for your player character to show off how far you made it pre-wipe. These will have different colors and materials depending on how high your level was. This will be the only way to unlock this specific badge, so get going. This is why we're playing. Oh, wait. Does that mean we actually have to do the insane challenges now so that we get the buff of 2000 XP and etc like that? Oh god. Do we have to level up like insanely right now? Damn it. I want that badge. I like badges. All right, so that's enough about the progression part, right? So that is going to be in the major release. Oh yeah, right. So that's where the equipment upgrades don't come in yet. Then, I think for this update, yep, 8.1, we are getting new difficulties. 8.1 will provide the much needed custom difficulty values overhaul. The plan is to reduce the maximum rewards multiplier from 24 down to around 15. The apocalypse challenge requirements will also be reduced to match. Also, it actually might become easier, making custom games much closer in rewards to our default difficulty counterparts. We can then remove the cap that is currently in place for those games, resulting in much fairer rewards and less feel bad when not playing the most optimal settings to farm XP and money. That is a mouthful, but at the moment I'll just take it as it is. So they are adding different parts into the difficulty, I guess, so that it feels more fair, right? But with the addition of custom difficulties, we found that a lot of players love harder game modes. Like, I get that. I'm already playing on 0 evidence, and I just started. So it's about time to start thinking about a new official difficulty, which is called Insanity. There's a picture here below of Insanity. So feeling brave, these ghosts don't mess around. Ghosts will hide two type of evidence. I'm doing 0 already. Like, so what? I'm gonna get 1 now. Easy. No cursed possessions. That's a little harder, certainly on big maps. The ghost room will change more often. That can be annoying. No setup time. Short hunt grace periods. Long hunt durations and kills increase duration. Yep. Sanity pills restore much less sanity. Fuse box starts off and almost no hiding places. So it's, from what I can see here, it is nightmare mode. Oh, it actually says there underneath. As you can see, this is one step further down the rabbit hole after nightmare. One less piece of evidence and some smaller changes to make it tougher to narrow down those paranormal entities. Yeah. So what they're referring to here is, of course, like the one, like less piece of evidence, because you're only gonna get 1, and you're not gonna get cursed possessions. So you actually have to, walk around a lot and try to find the room. Certainly, if you're playing the big maps. All right. We're also adding a brand.
Very interesting.
Hello. I figured you would be listening in the background. Let me just finish the article quickly. We're also adding a brand new system to Phasmophobia and rotational difficulty. Challenge mode, it's called. Each week, a different challenge will be present in this difficulty slot, offering unique custom modes that are handmade by us. You'll be able to play these modes in any location, but if you complete them 3 times in specific locations, you'll earn a large chunk of money and experience. Ooh. So, well, I'm looking at the screenshots quickly here, like the image below. It says correctly find the ghost type in Tanglewood. So, is it 3 times in Tanglewood then? Yeah, I guess, right? Challenge mode comes at no risk too. Oh, that's nice. Equipment is provided for you for free, and you'll lose nothing if you die. You can also complete each week's challenge solo or in multiplayer. So Leaf, we can actually do it together. That's nice. An example of one of the simpler challenges was lights out, get your candles at the ready, all the lights are out, which I think it says here on the bottom. As you can see in lights out, you will have no access to the fuse box and flashlights are not provided. So you'll have to use candles and other equipment such as glow sticks, if you want to see anything. Okay. Some of the other challenges you can expect range from an official hide and seek game with the ghost or an audio only contract focused on paranormal microphones and sound sensors. We hope these unique contracts give you a reason to hop back into the game each week, as well as provide a nice boost to your funds without the worry of losing anything. You'll be happy to hear that both Insanity and Challenge Mode will be added in 8.1 very shortly. Okay, so next week is my guess. So this is very interesting because this is a way that they, I guess, like help you get some more money for those who need it, let's say, or who doesn't need it, like, yeah. And get you a little bit away of that custom difficulty of gaining a lot of money. Like they don't want to take it away too much, but they want to make it more challenging to, earn a lot of money. Because people can always find a way around it. Then shop updates really quickly. Alongside the above additions, the shop will also be getting some much needed improvements. I agree. Currently, loadouts are the primary way to quickly get your equipment into the game, but we can understand that a few reasons are stopping this from being a perfect system. Some players don't like to use loadouts every time. Wait, I said layouts. It's loadouts, my bad. To use loadouts every time and prefer to add equipment manually. I agree with that. Like sometimes I would like to only add this and that. If you want to add and remove a few items quickly, you either have to use the current shop menu, which can take too many clicks, or keep one loadout free for quick adjustments. That's actually what I do, the latter. There's no way to tell what has been added to the lobby and what you may be missing. Absolutely agree. Like that is the biggest pain point, because it's always like, oh, Leaf, have you added your stuff yet? I'm not sure. And then he has to tell me. And yeah, that is definitely needed. Some of the details were confusing and need more context. Yes. So with that information and some in-depth conversation with some users in the official Discords, we decided to make the following changes. Firstly, the shop storage page will now function like an online shopping cart. Ooh. You can add your items to the list with the plus icons. Then choose to buy, sell, add, or remove. Once you're done, you can clear your list with the trash icon. This makes adjusting your added loadout, I keep saying layout, loadout, or making a quick removal much faster than the current system. Okay, I will see it when it comes out, to be honest. I just want to finish reading this, I guess. Secondly, an icon has been added to each shop item displaying how many have been committed to the lobby and will appear in the truck once you've loaded in. This should reduce the amount of jumping back and forth between the shop and lobby screen. A look at the proposed changes. This. So I see that on the bottom here has more information about what you're actually buying, I guess, and how many you have. I think that's what this means here on the top. And then on the right side, we can see how many are in the truck. Yeah, that is, I guess, nice. And then this is the shopper storage and then the loadouts. Oh, okay, so you can individually add the stuff and then you have to buy things if you want to move it, I guess. And then loadouts are going to be separate. Let me get a sip of water. Yes, that is yellow water. For loadouts, we are adding an auto add button. Oh, I love that. Which will add your selected loadout to the lobby as soon as you join one. This should save even more time when joining different games in solo or multiplayer. If you die or don't have enough items, you will need to rebuy the items, which can be done with one button press. Otherwise, they won't be auto-added. We're also adjusting a few labels on this screen to help you identifying each number when creating or using a loadout. Lastly, we're adding an all equipment loadout that is unlocked for everyone as a third slot, which means add everything and buy everything, I guess. And then they're saying, which is not relevant to us yet, but only when it comes out, of course. As well, actually, all of this is when it comes out, of course. While developing 8.1, we noticed some strange runes in the warehouse lobby. What could this mean? Are there more? Who knows? So I guess we'll be looking out for this. And this is some kind of like teaser to the major update of version 9 is my assumption. All right. I would say enough talking, but this is a stream, so I'm going to talk more. Just not about this update. That is upcoming. But I'm excited to see these changes. Certainly the leveling system seems very, very interesting. All right, Leaf, let me get you a code to join. I know you've been dying to get that one. I hope you're still alive from all the dying, though. He's very quiet. I think he decided, to like quit. It's like this guy is reading for way too long. Let's just end it here. All right, let me see. Are there any questions asked yet?
Oh my god, I'm alive. Oh.
Still no question. Oh yeah, you can be. Oh yeah, I pulled the highest priestess to get you back in. All right. So I pretty much added my items. You can add yours.
Of course.
Yeah, we're focusing on let's say a simple game in which we really focus on the behavior of the ghost. So even for you, Leaf, this is important because you don't know everything, right?
Yes, that's
so
true.
you're gonna learn as well. I find it interesting how my latest pictures are coming in here on the board now. It's from my latest adventure. A lot of footsteps, if you can see, and doors.
Yep. And one ghost picture.
Attempt. Wait, what is the ghost picture? Yeah, it's this one actually, on the bottom left. In the kitchen.
But
it-
really?
Yeah, it was there.
Sure.
Maybe, maybe it's different for you again.
It's different for me.
All right, there's 3 green pictures. Is that the same for you?
Nope.
All right, top left is a mirror. That's also not the same. Okay, you're seeing your game, I guess. Your last game. Oh, Phasmo. All right, I played Tanglewood already. Let's go Willow Street. Yes.
Of course. Willow Street. Yeah.
Did you add your items that you wanted to
Yes.
add? All right, cool.
Yes.
Let's go. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm joining you maybe for 2 games, maybe for 1.
Yes, I also I was an hour late with the stream, So 2 hours from then. So I start at 9. 2 hours from then would be 11 for me. 10 o'clock for you, I believe. So around that time, I'm going to finish up latest half after,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
or 30
Oh,
minutes
okay.
after.
Okay.
So
I see.
yeah, it might only be 1 or 2 games.
Yeah. Well, by 10 o'clock, I need to go.
Oh, there you go. So there's your time limit as well.
Do some shopping.
Uh-huh.
Then
At 10
come back.
o'clock?
There's a shop who closes at midnight, so I got
Ah,
lucky.
I see. All right, again, chat, I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking my EMF, I'm taking a camera, and I'm taking a camera. So a video camera and a normal camera. All right. Leaf is the thermal player. It's a 0 evidence challenge, by the way, so no spirit box. And well, thermometer works because you can find the ghost room. I think for you, what you could take as a secondary, or you're gonna keep your sanity, is the salt.
Oh yeah, I can do
And
that.
actually a crucifix to throw in the room so that, you know, it doesn't start hunting.
Ah, yeah.
All right.
Let me put that. Here we go. Nope. Mm-mm. I'm trying to put the candle back. Okay, here we go.
All right. Yeah, it's really, I don't know why, it's
crucifix.
really hard to put the candle back. Oh, we also got a misty,
Oh, we can run. Ooh. Thank God.
sprint. What? That's what happens when you go to the gym. Oh yeah, I'm gonna walk around with the camera, find ghost orbs.
I'm looking for the cold temperatures.
All right. So this has been explained last game already, chat. So I'm not doing the same, but I'll give it in a summary. We are again. Oh, this is the room. I think I just threw something. Didn't it? Yep. Here's something. Level 3. Yeah. So it's this clipboard or this book. Please tell me that was a photo. Damn it! Right. No perfect game. So this is the ghost room. We're gonna quickly check for Orbeez. It does like throwing stuff. Don't see Orbeez. So
You
as
sure
for
this
now,
is me?
it's not a mimic. All right. Well, it keeps throwing stuff here. Didn't it just throw like a cup or something as well? That's so bright. I touched this door.
Oh, wait, wait, give me a minute.
All right. Leaf is doing the investigation. Well, the other room it could be is the hallway.
Okay, this is a room. Okay, now
Yeah.
drop down.
Okay, there we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Can I put this on the bed? Perfect. Actually, no, let me put it over here. On the box, that's perfect. Right, so we're gonna put it on the box into the room. Beautiful. Touch the door again, or you did?
Nope, it goes the.
Okay. Yeah, let's get some more interesting pictures this time. I've got the EMF. Yep, so we know it's here. Well, you know, I literally had like salt and then the thing all the time. Alright, so the lights to the car are on. Let's get some more items, even though we can't get that much because no evidence. Alright. Let me also take one of those just for the funsies. So I'm taking another camera for when I need it, and maybe just a crucifix. Well,
The crucifix.
what is our
Sure.
sanity? So we're at 90, so nothing's gonna start yet. We could find the cursed item to drop our sanity a little bit. And then I'll
Okay.
just take some smudge sticks to throw inside. Alright, so here's his strategy, right? To explain this. Leaf just took the parabolic microphone. The reason he does this is because there are two ghosts that we're interested in. The first ghost, which would be very obvious if it doesn't, but it has a very low percentage of actually doing it, is called the Banshee Scream. The Banshee Scream... Oh, that just went up for no reason. The Banshee Scream, of course, is of the Banshee. It's a particular scream, very iconic, that will happen on the parabolic mic. that will tell you that it's a banshee. But again, the percentage is so low, it stepped in the salt. So it's not a wraith. Huh?
All
It's not
three
a
of
wraith.
them.
Oh, okay, you could have thought that already. Okay.
Give me a sign.
So it's a particular scream that only the banshee does, but again, the percentages are so low that the chance of you getting it, you know, is, yeah, it's just low. So it's, yeah, it's like when you don't know between one ghost or another, and you really want to know if it's a banshee, then you could use that. But there are other ways to also get a banshee. It is more useful, I would say, in a solo player as well, because the banshee, if we look at the ghost description of a banshee, I would say the banshee, like if I had to give it a description, is like the lover or something. It's this hopeless romantic, and it falls in love with one of the people that you're, you know, in your lobby, and it just keeps focusing on that person. So the banshee is the singing siren known for attracting its victims through song. See what I mean with that romantic, you know, hopeless romantic? It has been known to single out its prey before making a killing blow. The strength of banshee is will weaken their target before striking, and the weakness of banshee can sometimes be heard screaming with a parabolic microphone. So that's what we're talking about, right? Candle blew
It
out.
whispered one time.
All right. You are very annoying.
It just whispered again.
A lot of whispers. Okay, so this brings me to the second ghost that I wanted to talk about. One ghost that loves talking a lot on the microphone, if I'm correct. I do want to maybe check my other notes to verify this. Let me quickly check. I believe it's the Myling, but let me verify that. Yes. So the Myling loves talking, but the problem is that it actually loves whispering. The ability of the Myling, which is very iconic in a hunt, is that you cannot hear the ghost. You cannot hear a Myling when it's far away. It has to be within like 10 meters before you can actually hear it talk, and maybe the footsteps. I'm not sure. So it's a very quiet ghost, and that's why when you use the parabolic microphone, you can actually hear it because you are strengthening the volume, right, of it, and so it just keeps around, you know, walking around. That is a no. That's half a push. Okay. It blew out the candle again. So that is 2, I think, just to keep count. So where was I? Yeah, so you just imagine the Myling as like this ghost that walks around, you know, whispering to itself, you know, like I am, you know, yum, 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 you know, like just imagine something like that. And so with the parabolic mic, you're actually picking up a lot on that, you know, mumbling to itself kind of thing and whispering to itself, right? Give us a sign. The other thing what we're doing right now is with this candle. I have not seen this work perfectly, and I don't understand it correctly, but an Onryo is the next one we're focusing on. Let me look up the description for an Onryo. Where is it? Here. The Onryo is often referred to the worthful spirit. It steals souls from a dying victim's body to seek revenge. Okay, means nothing to us, to be honest, like in the game. This ghost has been known to fear any form of fire and will do anything to be far from it. The strength is, when it extinguishes a flame, it can cause an Onryo to attack. In other words, when it blows out this candle, it could attack. This is why we keep lighting the fire, the flame, and watching it do something. So now we have done it 3 times, and I've heard theories that on the 4th one, it will start hunting. But I have yet to see that, even if it wasn't on Rio. Though I have seen clips of it hunting as soon as that flame went out. Right?
You
So
know
that is
that I'm in the room, right?
yes. Which is why I will smudge when it happens. This is something apparently that Leaf didn't know either. Also, it's amateur, so it will take time. Can you check our sanities as well?
Yes.
Turn off the light in the room. Okay. That is normal behavior. Every ghost does that. The only thing that some ghosts do, again, one thing that the ghost doesn't do the mayor is turn on the light. So I'm gonna turn off the light for now, just to see what happens. And again, if anyone is in chat, feel free to ask your questions in the question Q&A thing of YouTube. I don't know if that counts as turning on a light. It just turned on the computer. Does that count as a light?
The gamer, that's we.
He's a gamer. Gamer, let's go. Alright, turning off the light again. Seeing what happens. Did you check the sanity or did you forget?
Yeah, I said 80.
80, okay. Alright, it's right here. Oh, I didn't have the camera. Alright. So it wasn't the hallway. Which is normal because it's kind of like the, you know, like the room sort of ends here or whatever it is. It also threw the ball, by the way. There it is. I don't know where the ball came from. It could be a massive throw. And if it's a massive throw, then we are dealing with a poltergeist. Because poltergeist likes throwing shit. Also, at this point, the breaker is yet to go off. So we haven't seen that. Let's also check where the breaker actually is. Turn on the light downstairs. We have the summoning circle, by the way. Breaker's upstairs. I'm gonna take a picture of the summoning circle. So close by. That's a 3-star. And we are yet to find the bone, actually. Let me quickly look for the bone. If the breaker goes off in a bit, then it might be my fault for turning on too many lights. Actually, leave now that you're here. To tell you something fun. Yesterday, I did this concept, let's say. This, it's not a challenge, but just concept. Of like being in the house trying to get a ghost, you know, like figuring out the ghost and whatever, while pretending that ghosts are not real. But sadly, my recording didn't happen, so I can't make a short out of it. Which is a bit sad. Right, bone was not downstairs.
I'm not sure if that's a bone. Is that a bone? This is?
That is the bone indeed. Right next to the dog food. Alright, we need our sanity to drop. It clicked on the thing again. I don't know. It hasn't hunted actually, and the candle went out again. I'm gonna turn this off again. It is considered a light. Alright, so it's not a mirror, because a mirror cannot turn on the light. The reason I can tell is by the icon. So if I hover over here, I can see a light icon, and I did the same with the computer. It's also a light icon. So it's not a mirror because it turned on the light of the computer. Fair. It blew out the candle again, and it's not hunting because that would be way quicker. So I'm guessing it wouldn't be an Unreal, but I'm not entirely sure yet because I don't understand how this works. The fact that it has blown it out now 4 or 5 times. Not sure. Alright, so I'm starting to run out of ideas here, so now we're getting closer to hunting territory in order to figure out what the ghost is. Let's also see... Oh yeah, the cursed item was downstairs. The summoning circle. Sup, broski? Hello, stuck? Did you get stuck, or... That seems like a good name to, like, start some, you know... you know what I mean. You ever start your sentence with like help I'm, you know, and then your name?
Oh.
You know, it's a good question. Also, if you have a question, because I'm yet to find out how this YouTube question thing works, feel free to ask a question about the game. Unless you're like the super pro. Even if you're a super pro, to be honest, ask me the question and see if I have the answer right. I would love to see how it works. All right, the candle was blown out again and no hunt. So I am pretty sure it's not Unreal because that would have hunted at some point, right? All right, I'm gonna go with that guess. All right. All right. I'm going to check if I can see your question coming up here, and then otherwise I will change the view to see if the question was asked. So let me know if you asked a question so I can actually check. All right, lights are flickering, so we're not dealing with a mirror, not the thing. Actually, the breaker has not gone off yet, so we could actually be dealing with a djinn, but Could also be a shade. Like shade is known to be not shady, but well, shady is maybe also a word, but shy is more what I would call it. Also, you had a lot of whispers, right, on the parabolic microphone. You turn on the light
only
again.
2 times.
Only
That's
2
it.
times. Okay, let me try maybe. Give me a sign. Can you talk to me? Hello? Give me a little whisper. Can you whisper in my ear? Are you a little myling? Why does that sound so wrong? You a little myling. Okay. Let's not make things creepy.
Ah, I missed.
Why did you come from the other room though? Is it this room? Well, it is active there. Alright, my sanity has now dropped officially, I guess. So take the camera and I'm gonna check my our sanity. Also, while I'm at it, let me take the car key. I did already. Great gamers. Great gamer. Alright, let's check the sanity and then I'll check if you asked the question, by the way. What level you have? 275. Something like that. But I will say I cheated the system a little bit. What I find more important is the hours I played. And I have now around, I think I can even check to be the exact number. I have played 63 hours. I'm very new, to be honest. So my information is a little limited. But I'm giving it a shot. Yeah, because at the moment there's like this bug in customs that you can do to get like 2000 XP and whatever, just to get 20 levels extra. So I used that a little bit to boost, even though it's gonna get reset soon with the new update. All right, our sanity, my sanity is at 50 and yours is at 80, Leaf, which means that we're getting into territory when Leaf drops at least of 50, because I think it's based on the average. Except, again, piece of information. The Banshee is different because the Banshee has a certain target, right? It is that hopeless romantic, so it's focusing on its lover, let's say. It's also like it's so hopeless that once someone dies, it chooses a new lover, I would say. It has a new target. So in case of the Banshee, like it could start hunting, let's say now because I'm below 50. If it starts hunting and Leave is still high, then it's actually based on my sanity because it chooses its lover, its target sanity to decide whether it wants to hunt or not, right? So like the description said before that I read, it will weaken their target before striking. So I think that means like it has, you know, your sanity has to be low before it starts. I'm also going to take with me... Oh, actually, wait. This camera's starting to get useless. So let me get the other camera. I'll drop it off at the door. Did you take a new camera already, Leaf?
No, I still got it from that room.
Okay, because I didn't use... I don't think you really used it, right? Oh, you took it in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you took 1 or 2
Right.
cameras and then you put one inside the ghost room.
Okay. One is in the van, you have one, I think, and one's at the door. Alright. So what I did was I took I didn't take the sanity pill, but I took the sanity pill with me. This is a new behavior of the Moroi, by the way. The Moroi is based... its speed during a hunt is based on the average sanity. And what I'm hoping to see, if it is a Moroi, is that as my sanity at the moment is around 50, which means that... well, actually, our average sanity is around 60. So it cannot... Like, most ghosts can't hunt yet. What we will see, however, is that when the sanity drops below... like, low enough, the average sanity, a ghost will start hunting. Let's say it's a Moroi, because that's what we're focusing on. Then the Moroi will be of average speed. Average does not mean like normal speed. It means like slightly faster, I guess. I'm not sure if it's actually slower. That's also possible. But I know it's based on the team sanity. And so what you will see is that when I'm taking a pill, that speed will very lightly, I think, because one pill, well, it does do 50. But one pill will increase my sanity again by 50, I think. So I'll be around 100, which means our average sanity will be around 75, is my guess. And so all of a sudden that Moroi, during a hunt now, because that's the new feature. Okay, there's a phone going off here. It will start slowing down after I took that pill because the sanity went up. That's one way to also find a Moroi. Right, it's starting to close the door here. That's has it tried to hunt yet? No. Just gonna light the candle for funsies. Turn off the light maybe. Give us a sign. Are you here? Where are you? Can you give me a sign? Can you do something? Oh, leave last game was fun. I had a Diogen. I was hiding and then rapid speed it came at me. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I have to not hide because it can find me. So, yeah. That was fun. Like the best option to check if Banshee is to stay alone in the house. Oh yeah, of course, because it will start hunting. Yeah, based on the target, of course. Alright, cool. We're not doing much, so maybe we should get some action in here. Let's drop our sanity. We could also light a candle downstairs, to be honest. Oh. That's funny. Move the door closer. I think I'm gonna go light a candle. It is dark, though. Alright, there we go. Now our average should be below 50. So I'm pretty sure it's not a demon, because I would have hunted already. And then it could still be a Fae, but yeah. I mean, it could be anything, really. Except for the ones that cannot be. Alright, there we go. Speed is normal. Let's see if we can see some behavior. Did it see you yet? No. It's speeding up, so it's pretty normal ghost. So that's a little sad, right? So we got a hunt now. Let's turn on some of the lights. The thing is still on. It was, by the way, also able to hunt, so the crucifix didn't work. Alright, we're staying in the house because we're gonna, you know, keep checking the hunts. Next thing I would like to check is for an Oni. So, quickly chat while I have time before our next hunt. It is not a Revenant, because a Revenant is way slower, and when it hears you, it's way faster, like rapid speed. That wasn't the case. I don't think it was a Myling, though we'll check on it again, because we heard it pretty much everywhere. So next time we'll be actually in this room, I guess. Let's go in this room. To check for a Myling, because we have all the hiding spots because it's amateur. It was not a Diogen because it wasn't fast coming to us. It wasn't slow when it was near us. Revenant was speeding if you're not hiding or some. If you're not hiding or some. What do you mean with some? S-U-M. Then what else can it not be? Raichu would also have sped up above the EMF. So a Raichu is our gadget nerd, let's say. It's hunting. I actually don't hear it. Now I hear it. It is very short, sadly enough, the hunts. This is a little, like, sad. I see a lot of updates in the map. Have you not played in a while as well? So we're pretty safe. Oh. Just walked it in the face, why not? Alright, let's leave quickly so I can maybe talk indeed, and let's check our sanity. What I care about now on the sanity board is whether we are below 35, and I'm guessing we are. No, we're not. Average-wise, we are not. So it's not a shade. Because it hunted above 35. That's something about the shade, because a shade is a shy ghost, therefore it does not hide above 35, right? So we ruled out the shade as well. Right, going back to what I was saying. The speed was normal, which means, like I said, not a revenant, because a revenant is either very slow when it's roaming, like when it's trying to find you, and it's super fast when it knows about you. This has also changed for you, Stock, if you played in the past and you haven't heard about the latest updates. Like, if you are somewhere in the house and you turn on your flashlight, Ghost can sense this. The Revenant can get, Ghost in general can sense this, except for a yokai. I think it's too stupid. Which brings me to the yokai soon enough. But a Revenant knows that you are there, and so because it has awareness of where the flashlight is, it will like run at you, and then it will go to that position and try to find you again. So it will then start slowing down if you're fully hidden and start slowly roaming again. And again, if you make any signs and it knows that you're there, it will start speeding up towards you again. It's a Revenant. It's not the twins, because the twins are, like it says, two ghosts, right? Like two twins, obviously. One twin is slow, one twin is fast. And because we just dealt with normal speed, as far as I would say, it did seem like normal speed. It's not the twins, because we would have either seen a fast twin or a slow twin. It's nothing in between. So I would say it's not a twin either. Fae, because we are at like 50%, it could be a Fae, because a Fae is super fast when it's young, and it's super slow when it's old. Because Fae is one of those, it's an aging ghost, you know, as more time you spend with it, it gets older. I didn't feel it was fast. I didn't feel it was slow. It could be that we just met it while it was in the middle of its age, let's say. It was around, what is prime age? 50, I guess. For those who are in their 50s, you are at your prime age right now. So it's not that either. It could still be the Myling, because I don't think it's a Myling, because it would have been closer before we could hear it, and I think we still heard it, but I'm just going to leave it open for now. Then, those are those. Yes. What I did hear was some throwing, so it could be a poltergeist as well. So the next step is to focus on the poltergeist. Now, I'm a little low, so in order to set up things, I'm going to actually take a pill. I don't think you need to leave, because you are...
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be around 50, and probably we're going to light a candle anyway before, you know. I still have a pill with me to check for the Moroi. So, let's see. Quickly checking if there's any questions in yet. No questions. All right. You guys know everything already. All good. No, of course, feel free to like sit back, relax, and you know, enjoy the video. Poltergeist wasn't type of ghost to throw. Sheesh. It is. Wasn't before. I don't know if it was before. So we're doing the poltergeist thing, so I'm gonna drop my pills here, my smudge stick, I guess, as well. Leaf will help me out. So we're gonna put a lot of stuff here. The only thing I hope it will do is actually make it to the kitchen, because it hasn't seemed to be able to do that. Can someone take a picture? Oh, damn it.
Nope.
What? Oh, can't turn on the light.
Hunting.
Yep, I'm hiding.
Okay.
Oh, it's faster?
I'm dead.
You are dead. All right. Was it faster?
Yeah, it was faster.
Uh-huh. Twins, maybe. All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. The reason we can still hear Leaf is because you can see, I think on this side, you can see Discord. No, you can see that we're in Discord actually. We're not doing the in-game talking right now, because we're just chilling. It was faster. What was different? There was one thing different, that in those rooms, the lights were off. Maybe. And that could be a Huntu, where the temperature actually was higher, right? I do need a smudge stick now to prepare myself a little bit more. Right, so the average is now below 35. Okay, that's a bit low, so I'm going to take another sanity pill. Makes me that. Was that number 73? There you go. All right. There's a sanity pill inside. There's also a smudge stick inside. The only thing I don't have that I would actually maybe like is a flashlight because it is getting harder to see. I am having this assumption that it's a djinn because the breaker is still on. And I don't know how to check for a djinn. I think a djinn is fast sometimes. Alright. Still touching stuff. We were checking for poltergeist, right? Alright, I'm gonna throw my flashlight here. Oops. Gonna do that. Did it make it to the kitchen? Oh, that's a lighter.
Yes, it did make it to the kitchen.
This time it did. The problem we had was that it closed all the doors, and I don't know if that's a Ure ability now or what that is exactly. I have a smudge stick. Take the flashlight. Alright, let's turn off this radio. Please don't start hunting. It is throwing a lot of... Look at this. I'm having this guess that it is actually a poltergeist.
I spinned him around the kitchen table, but it didn't throw any kind of stuff.
It didn't. Okay, maybe it did.
No.
Maybe it's not then.
And it speed up really fast. After one go on the table, it just started speeding up.
Okay. So maybe it is a djinn then. I think there's some ability of the djinn that is that it speeds up a lot. Damn it, I have to go in the basement to drop my sanity. A way that we can check the ability of a djinn is also by putting an EMF on the breaker. Let me actually try that. So drop one here, take the EMF. So whenever the djinn does its ability, I don't exactly know what its ability is, to be honest. I should Google that. It has EMF readings on the breaker. So I'm gonna check for that. Alright. Still, I want to go, I guess, downstairs and turn on candles to see if we can get another hunt. Alright, there we go. Give me a sign. Come at me, bruh. Wait, 2 candles. That's 25. I was at 70, so I should be in hunting territory. Please don't close the doors again, because that was super annoying. That's gonna kill me, never mind. It could be a mimic, actually, now, if it is changing behavior. Give me a sign. Do something. Hunt me. Find me. Subscribe to my channel. Okay. Hit that like button. Sorry, guys. I need to mention it sometimes. Otherwise, you guys don't think of it. Can you hunt me? Can you do something? Fine, I'm leaving. Bye. Bye. Alright. I want to check my sanity quickly. And I'm going to check the camera. To see if there's actually ghost orbs in the room. So my sanity is low enough indeed. Oh, wrong one. This one. Lights are on, damn it. No ghost orbs, I guess. Alright, let's get a hunt again. So it was faster, but it did... Was it... Wait, was it faster before it saw you, or when it saw you? That's a very important question. Because when it sees you, that is normal. Give me a sign. Start hunting. Do something. Wait, what is his name? George. George Brown. Get your behind over here. George Brown. George Brown. Stop messing with the computer. What are you? A 14-year-old gamer? Huh? No offense,
What's wrong
guys.
with that?
No offense. George Brown. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Hello. Is there a mirror here? Leave. Why are you throwing stuff? Yeah, leave. You can put more items on the thing. Opa. George. George. Where are you? Give me a sign. Do something. I need the light to be on. That's the only problem. Can you do something? Can you start hunting? Hello? I'm closer. I want to be safe, though. I don't want to die. Hello? Give me a sign. Give me a sign. You know, it's still technology, so we have to deal with the voice control, right? It's the voice thing. No, don't call me. Where's that phone even? Okay. Oh, there it is. All right, hiding. Normal speed. All right, we're checking if it's gonna change its model. No, it didn't. All right. It seems like a very normal ghost. All right, let's get another hunt. We have time. Wait, what are our missions, by the way? Oh, I need to turn on this light. Alright, so this is where we're just spending time now. Like, why not, right? So I'm gonna check my journal and see what the thing is. Get your average below 25. Easy. We'll soon be there. Let me spend some time in the dark room. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, what was the cursed? Oh yeah, the summoning circle. Ooh, it's dark here. Oh, it's hunting. No, it's not throwing enough. No, I don't think it's a poltergeist. Poltergeist would have thrown way more. Oh, that was me. Oh. Alright, so I don't think it's a poltergeist. It is throwing some stuff, but I don't think it's a poltergeist. I think it's rather normal, unless it cannot reach the items. So what I actually needed to do now is loop on the other side, because I think there's more items on that side, so we can check that again. Still, it hasn't turned off the breaker. Could also try to get a photo of the ghost. There's a thing here. There's a camera here, because then we can check if it's a phantom, because a phantom does not show up on the pictures. Also disappears. It's not an Oni, because the recent patches, again, I'm saying recent for those who have like not played for a year, is that when an Oni is hunting you, it will what is it again? It will change its ghost model for every 6 seconds or something. So you will see the butcher ghost now, I think it is, that is hunting us, and all of a sudden you see like another ghost model, and then it switches back to the butcher. That's how you can now check for an Oni. No, that's not an Oni. Sorry, that's an Obake. My bad. An Obake does that, not Oni. Oni would be the ghost ball or whatever it's called, air ball. I don't think it's a myling because I can hear it. Oni now changes model. Wait, is it Oni or is it Obake? It's Obake. It's Obake. Sorry, it's Obake, not Oni. Wait, I'm not sure now. Damn it. Wait, let me Google that quickly, just to not give you the wrong information. I think this article is not up to date. Maybe this one is. Give me 1 second, guys. Obake, Obake. Leaf is just sitting there. I actually leave based on the time. You could technically go to the store already, I guess. I don't think we're playing another game.
I'm just gonna finish this game.
Okay. Abilities. Let's see.
I'm
Each time the
just
Obake
sitting.
interacts with surface, yep.
I'm not sitting, I'm doing some work.
During a hunt. Yeah, okay, it's the Obake, my bad. It's not the Oni, but it's the Obake. So Obake was like a pretty tricky ghost to get before on a zero evidence challenge. So they have added ability in which it changes its ghost model. Oh, wait a minute. Is the breaker off? Is this the breaker off? It's gonna hunt. The breaker's off. Let's go. It's not a Jin. That's another one. It's also not a yokai, I think. Actually, I can test for that as well. It's not a Moroi because my sanity has been lower and it has not changed that behavior. Hantu would be slower, I think, when it's warm, so it's not that either. Yuri, I don't know. It did have this one ability in which it slams the door closed. So that's... You said it was faster, but it seems like normal, like same speed, so it's not twins, because again, the twin has like the faster and the slower. So just to rephrase again what I just said, it's not the twins because of the fast and slow ghost. It's not a Moroi because of our sanity. Like it would have changed the speed based on the sanity. It is not the Myling because we can hear it from far. It's not the Poltergeist because it wasn't throwing enough. I might be wrong on this one, but I'm just gonna stick with my gut. It's not a Hantu because the breaker has been on, which means that the house is warm and therefore it would be slow, like normal speed or whatever. If the breaker is off, then it would be faster. And it's not the Obaki because it hasn't changed its ghost model, right? That's the summary of that. Then Stuck is saying, I didn't play like a year Phasmophobia, now like my level lower up a lot. Level up a lot, I guess. I think Yuri slams the door, your sanity goes down a lot. But I don't know. Okay. It's possible. I don't remember. Let me also quickly check if there's any questions asked. Nope. Alright, cool. I do hate that no, YouTube. There's also Google, but that they have done it in different place. And it was not a shade because we had a hunt above things. Okay, that's the summary of it. So what are we left with? We are left with the Banshee, which is really hard to check now because I'm alone. Leaf died already. Phantom, we can check with the camera. Goryo, I don't know. Yokai will be stupid, so I'm gonna try to stay in this room and then see if it comes to me or not. But it's gonna start hunting. Turn on the breaker, turn on the breaker. There it is. Over here, you dumb piece of something. Can you find me? Can you find me? I'm over here. Maybe not. It is still throwing a lot, to be honest. Maybe it is a poltergeist. Holy guacamole leaf. I just saw the mountain that you created.
I'm not finished yet.
It could be a yokai because it didn't come here. I'm gonna try in the next round now to be quiet. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Actually, I don't need the EMF there anymore. I'm gonna regret this. Alright, we're waiting for the next hunt. But yeah, the breaker turned off. It would be interesting actually to hear if the Hantu would be... Now we would notice that, I think, based on the lights being off and stuff there. It would be faster and colder based on the room. Goryo have things about candles. It's not the Goryo. It's the Onryo. It might have changed, I don't know, since your last update, but it says here, this ghost has been known to fear a form of fire. So that's Onryo now. I think they actually changed it. It was Goryo in the past, if I remember correctly. Just waiting for another hunt. But yeah, it's... Oh yeah, I need to have the picture. Wait, I need to have the picture. Oh yeah, we want to check for poltergeist. Over here. Can you find me? I'm rather hidden. You can't see me. It's a yokai. It's a yokai. It had no clue. It wasn't even like inspired by the fact that I talked to it. Alright, that seems like a yokai. It got stuck in that room. So either I'm gonna do one more in which I'm gonna really try to like get it to come to me. See if it throws way more stuff on the table. I'm also gonna try to take a picture. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't think it's a banshee. I don't think it's the other ones. It feels like a yokai at the moment because when you talk, it should... God, that scared me. When you talk, it should come to you.
Oh, I have a question. Do different ghosts has a different hunting start?
No. So
No?
the hunting start is very late because we're playing on amateur, which is 3 seconds. I'm in the kitchen. Can you come get me? Hello? Yes, thank you. I'm holding a camera. You should be able to detect that. You have no clue, do you?
Yeah.
You are such a yokai. It is so obvious where I am. Alright, that's a yokai. I'm done. Yeet. Yes, so to finish this game off, to tell you what a yokai is, I actually want to read the description as well. Let me get to the van. Did I get all my thingies? Yeah, okay. So, let's see. Yokai, yokai, yokai. I'm blind. Hear this? Okay. Yokai are common ghosts that are attracted to human voices. Really? No. They can usually be found hunting family homes. The strength is talking near a yokai will anger it, increasing the chance of an attack. Now, this is true. I have not actually experienced it, but this is one of the risks that we have. That's also why Spirit Box is one of its evidence in a normal game. But when you talk on the Spirit Box or whatever, and you're like right on top of the yokai, it actually can start a hunt. And the sanity is at 80. Like, if you are at 80 of sanity, average sanity, and you're talking near a yokai, it can actually start a hunt immediately. And you might confuse it for a demon then, but it can be a yokai. The weakness, however, what we just experienced is when hunting, a yokai can only hear voices close to it. And so this is what we saw. And what we are calling this ghost is either deaf or stupid. Now, stupid does mean it can't talk, but in proper language, I guess, in proper terms. But yeah, it's deaf. It's a deaf ghost. So just imagine like this old grandpa ghost kind of thing where, oh, what was that child? I can't hear you. You know, so...
Are you sure about it?
Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know how you got killed. But yeah, that's a yokai for you. So, and that's what we just experienced. Like, I kept talking and it just didn't appear at all. Like, Leaf probably has on his screen as well where the ghost was, you know, going. And it probably had, like, yeah, you can confirm or deny Leaf, but it had no clue where I was.
Yeah, he just was walking around in the room.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a clear sign of a yokai. That's why I'm very strong with yokai as an evidence. Now, if I'm right, we're going to find out. Now, I am not interested in more pictures and whatever. I am interested in teaching you guys something today. So, let's see.
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. I'm also going to end this... No, well, I'm going to end the stream soon, but I'll keep the Q&A on just for a little longer in case you guys have questions. It was a Goryo, so I actually was wrong.
Ooh.
I don't know why, to be honest. So, like I said, I am not a professional. Sadly, I'm wrong. I don't know why it was a Goryo here. I am going to look up the cheat sheet just to learn a little bit. So I always do this when I get the ghost wrong in these kind of challenges. I'll share my screen so you can read with me. So we don't have any evidence. So we're going to focus on, you know, the secondary evidence. But I am going to select the Goryo. So it's these evidence, let's say. And so if we then look at what it is let's see. The only thing we can take from this, because this is why Goryo is so hard, is that it cannot change the favorite room, which it wasn't possible to do anyway because we were playing on amateur, and it doesn't roam long distance. That is, I think, true, because we have never seen it in another room. And when we saw it in the hallway, that's actually because the room sort of like clips there, like it's sort of like right next to it, so it actually counts as the room. But I've like when we went downstairs, we never saw it interact with any door downstairs, or you know, it never left that room. It really stayed in that room. So that is why it was a Goryo, I guess. Though I found it very suspicious, like it looked a lot like, you know, what did I just say? A yokai. Like it had a lot of yokai behavior. So, yeah, I'm surprised. I'm as surprised as you guys might be. That does sadly not prove my point today, though. That's a bit sad. But I hope you learned something at least. If you have any questions, now is the moment. I'll be looking at the Q&A if you want to know anything more. And otherwise, we'll do this in another video in which we, you know, go through this process again. Do leave a like if you like this, because this was a new format that I tried, in which I talked a lot about the steps that I'm taking and the thinking that goes on behind these zero evidence challenges, so that you guys can actually pick up on some of the behaviors of these ghosts, so that you don't even need the evidence in case you are doing nightmare mode, for example, in which you only get 2 evidence, or soon enough insanity mode, in which you only get 1. Then you are going to need to rely on these, you know, this behavior. So, yes. That is where I'm going to leave it for today. I am also perfectly on time with my time schedule. That is lovely. So, here follows my outro. Once again, if you are watching this in the future, leave a comment down below so that I know that you've seen the video, and let me know what you liked about the video and also what you didn't like about the video. I am very open to positive critique, I would say. Even if you want to leave down negative critique, I will take the message out of it, not your negativity, because no need, really. There's no need. But anyway, if you're one of those guys, go ahead and leave your negative comments. It is comments for me, so it actually is good for my channel. Go ahead. But I'm all about positivity. So if you have, you know, positive critique and whatever, feedback to how to improve this channel, these videos, etc., let me know, because I'm very open to it. If you joined the live stream, then thank you. If you really enjoyed the live stream, make sure that you are subscribed so that you get notified about next week. Let me try again. About next week's live streams. That's a mouthful. I stream every weekday at around 8 p.m. I do try to be on time, and I'm working on that strongly. Today I was an hour late, so my apologies for that. But I do stream every weekday at 8 p.m. Central European time. If you like the video, that is always great. Yeah. And if you want to be part of the community, then go ahead. Like the thing is showing now, right now, it just went away. We have a Discord as well, on which we, you know, we can do some Friday events of some, you know, Jackbox party games, for example. I've got all the packs. Or some other games. Let's hang out, you know, as a community. We play some Valorant, play some Phasmophobia, whatever people are up for. But at the moment, that community is still rather small. So we need you to join. I need is a big word, but we want you to join to grow this community, right? The community, by the way, the Discord server, the way it works is that it's a shared Discord server between 3 people. So myself, Leaf, and then Swoosh, who will be streaming in the future, as he mentioned. But yeah, join us there and have some fun. I think that's pretty much it for this video and also for this week, because this ends my week. Yeah. And as always, stay wholesome. I'll see you next week. All right. See you guys.